In this problem, let's practice finding the equation of a tangent line, tangent to the curve and the given point. The curve is y equals 6x times cosine, and the point is pi minus 6 pi. I like to teach how to find the equation of tangent line through steps. You don't have to follow them, but I do find it convenient to remember some kind of pattern. Steps. First of all, I want to keep in mind what do I want to find. They mention that I want to find m and b of the form mx plus b. That is the final form of the answer. To get to this form, I personally prefer to use the point-slope equation of the tangent line. Y minus y sub 0, m times x minus x sub 0. I know that some of you do write down the mx plus b right away and find b. Choose any method you like. Now, the moment you see the question about equation of a tangent line or the word tangent in general, that's supposed to be a highlighter, that means you need to start by taking a derivative. Step 1, let's find y prime. Y prime means I want to differentiate 6x that is multiplied by x. Since we have a product of two functions, we will have to use product rule or the product rule. I like to teach it through the u times v shape. Every instructor teaches differently, but the idea is the same. U prime v plus u v prime. So derivative not derivative plus derivative not derivative. Let's differentiate 6x. Derivative of 6x is 6. Copy v. So I'm copying cosine x. Plus copy u. So I'm copying 6x. Times derivative of cosine. I think it's sine, right? No, it is negative sine x. Hopefully you remember this little detail. So this is going to be the answer for the derivative. The derivative of the function is 6 cosine x minus 6x sine x. Let's put it in the box. Step 2 is to find the slope. The slope, not the slope, the slope is not just a derivative of the function, but a derivative of the function at the given point. In our case, it is pi. Let me double check. Yes. I like to call the point as x sub 0 and y sub 0. It's called initial point or the point we need to use. So we need to substitute pi into the derivative we just found. Y prime at pi will be 6 of cosine, we don't need this parentheses actually, 6 of cosine at pi minus 6 times pi times sine of pi equals to, cosine of 0 is 1, but cosine of pi is negative 1, so it's going to be negative 6. Let me write down for you. Negative 1. Sine of pi is 0, so the second term is not important. I can write down minus 0 for you, and the answer is negative 6. The third step might need to be done or might not need to be done. Let's check what do we have for the equation we're looking for. X sub 0 was given, that is pi. The slope m, we just found it. That is minus 6, I think, yes, negative 6. The only unknown left to find is y sub 0. Sometimes it is given. Let's check. It is indeed given as minus 6 pi, minus 6 pi. If it's not given, you have to find it yourself. To find y sub 0, you need to plug x sub 0 into the original function. Someone already did it for us. You can check it is true, and it is minus 6 pi, minus 6 pi. So the last step will be to substitute everything into the formula. Let's just look here. Let me put everything in the box. I like doing that, so visually I can see what do I need. I need the slope, y sub 0, and x sub 0 is pi. Y minus y sub 0 minus 6 pi is in the parentheses, be careful with that, equals mx plus b, no, m x minus x sub 0 minus 6, use parentheses please, x minus pi In red, I'm showing you the point we're using. This is the point-slope equation of a tangent line. Now we need to simplify. It's going to be minus 6 pi minus 6x plus 6 pi. Interesting. So it seems like the answer will be beautiful. Y equals minus 6 pi and plus 6 pi gives you 0. So the answer is just minus 6x. So simple. This is the answer for the function, the equation of the tangent line for the given curve at the given point. But they do ask us to tell me what the slope is and what b is. The slope we found was negative 6. That is good. How about b? B is the shift we have here, the vertical shift. Well, we're adding 0, don't we? So the answer for b will be 0. And that's how you know that the equation of a tangent line is decreasing because the slope is negative. That means if you're hiking the mountain, you're going downhill. And it's not shifted at all. The shift is 0, the vertical shift. Good job for practicing. Please learn how to find the equation of a tangent line as soon as possible because we will be using it in calculus 1, 2, and 3.